Hi guys. So I'm gonna try to really quickly go through what's going on with me and my planner system. This is my domino, which you guys have seen, my A5 domino. And right here is a Moleskine weekly planner for 2017 in purple. I don't know why it took me forever to get that out. But I'm just going to quickly go over what's been going on. So I did not start school when I thought I was going to start school. I came into the game pretty late. It took me a really long time to get transcript information together and all this stuff. And there's a lot of hoopla that I'm not going to get into, but I wasn't able to start my classes. So I won't be starting classes until March 20th. And that's when I will officially be starting prereqs for my nursing school. And I will be considered to be in the pre-nursing. So that's what's been going on. So I really was having an issue with the domino because I was like, there's not much that I'm doing anymore that I need to have all of this space, like month on 2 pages, weekly appointments, and a day per page. I was like, man, I'm not using this at all. And I'm going to quickly flip through it so you can see what's been going on. So I was like, I need something different. I need something where I can just kind of jot things down on the fly and it's not like bulky. Like this does not go everywhere with me. And the only reason I have it with me at work right now today is because I knew I was going to film this video. So it generally stays at home and is going to be transitioned into something different very soon. And I will be talking about that in a minute. So let's just get started. So the setup is basically the same. I think I moved some stuff around, like moved some things to the front and moved some things to the back, but it's pretty much the same. I took out the business card holder that had like certain cards in it. I took that out. But I will put it back in later when this does transition into what I want to use it for. So basically what I'm going to be using this for probably after March, once I finish out the inserts all the way through to March, because that's what I have hole punched in here. I'm just going to buy like a whole bunch of top loading envelopes and the side loading zipper envelopes and use this as a filing of important documents type deal. And it'll stay in my office and stay in my bookshelf because I actually have a little on the back of one of my doors in my office. There's like this hanging file situation and there's like 3 files and there are a lot of important documents in the important documents section that aren't filed away because I don't have anywhere to file them because I don't necessarily want them to go somewhere that goes into a closet. I need it to be somewhere that's really easily accessible. So if I leave this on my desk, I can just flip to it and get to it. So that's what this is gonna start holding. And I estimated that it would take about 8 top loading envelopes and maybe about 4 to 5 of the little zipper envelopes in order for me to be able to do that successfully. And I actually already have some in here. So these are just some school papers for my program, like my course curriculum and all that. And then this is my cash envelope system. And these are all of my Mary Kay leads and monthly meeting passes and stuff. And then we go into what you guys have seen, you know, for the past couple of planner videos. So I'll just go in. I have some information in the front that actually needs to come out. First things first, I stopped tracking. I stopped using my tracker. Absolutely terrible. I'm going to start using it again, though. I am going to start using it again. But I hadn't been using it. Still kind of jotting things down in the monthly view, but not like just random things that I kind of want to bring to my attention. These things are also, they're not usually in here, but they're like things on Facebook and stuff that I know are coming up. I'll get an alert, but I still kind of want to write them down. So that's what I've been using that for. And then I'll go into, let me just do this side by side. So first thing you see when you open up my Moleskine is I have Post-it notes, kind of like 3 or 4 of each kind stuck in here. And then you go into, I have a little color coding system for my months because the months are so small. And I'll just compare back and forth how each of them are being differently used. So what I do in the beginning of the months for my Moleskine is I have like this little dot color coding system that I'm doing, and the dot will correspond with if there's something happening. So purple means that there's some type of an event or meeting. So I know that, oh, hey, looking forward, if I just open up this month and I say if I'm at the doctor's or something and they need to reschedule an appointment or make a new appointment, I can see this and say, well, on this day I have something. So let me flip to that week and see what time whatever that thing is. And it'll tell me whether it's something that I can like move around or not. And then just like down here that I have the upcoming view, like things that I need to be mindful of in the coming months, I have that here too. And then the most important things that maybe I don't want to write it in here because it's going to take too much space, I have written down here. So like these are my important dates, things that I really need to be mindful of. So that's how those two things correlate without me having to rewrite a whole bunch of stuff basically, because I don't want to do that. It's a pet peeve of mine. So going to the weeks, the weeks in here are set up very different. So we'll get into that too. So the weeks here, you guys probably saw in some of my older videos how I was using my weeks. Just basically keeping track of my appointments and things like that. And that's kind of how I'm doing here, the same. I don't really need it as much because my schedule isn't really changing as much. It's pretty much evened out once the week of January 16th and the week of January 23rd was over, things pretty much got normal. So it's a steady across the board. Not much is really changing. And even though these times are left blank, it doesn't mean that I don't have something going on. It just means that I don't need to really write it in here or didn't feel like it because I knew that it was either in my phone or I didn't leave my house and I was literally just doing stuff at home, which was like cleaning and cooking, which happens a lot. So that's how that's going. And then this is this week, right? Is this week? No, this is next week. Yes, this is next week. And my work schedule is a little different next week, and I'm going to a different location on a certain day. So like this day, I wouldn't normally go to this location. So it's written in this planner too, but it's really important for me when I'm looking at this because I still need to see this to kind of get an overview of like where my time is going. I may not necessarily write everything in and like superbly micromanage it, but I still need to see like where my time is. It just helps my brain for some odd reason. But normally when I'm not working, I'm home meal prepping or cooking, like putting something in the crock pot or something before I leave to go to work. So I don't really leave too much. Or if I'm out running errands, I'm not going to write in my planner like, oh, go run these errands. I have it in here and I know what I need to do. And I don't have a assigned specific time for it. So that's how the weeks look. So then I'll just go into here and talk about the weeks here. Flip the pages. So we were still on vacation this week. So I kind of used this page to test out pens. And things were still pretty slow this week. This is how you know I really didn't need a day per page because look how slow things were. And basically how I just do it, and okay, this is much busier. So when I have things that are specific to a day, I write them in the day, and things that aren't specific to a day, I just put them in the weekly task list. And whatever sometimes I cross things out, sometimes I don't. This is a very free form planning that I'm doing that I normally don't do. But it's been working. Let's see here. So yeah, this is, what was this, last week? Or the week before last? No, this is a couple weeks ago. So this one, you know, like when I finish it, I just cross it off, you know. That's it. I don't really mind. And I did a little decorating. So if I have time, like sometimes I'll go back and washi things. And that's basically all that's really been going on. And I just write my work schedule in over here. And if I need something done on a certain day, I'll write it over here. And that's basically what I've been doing. I don't know, like once my classes start, as far as like homework assignments and everything goes, I anticipate that it's not really going to work out in this. It may not. I don't know. We're not there yet. But that's why we still have our lovely Daper page. So I'm going to go to the daily pages. Before I do that, look, a goal was met. A lot of these goals are irrelevant now because I don't have the same goals anymore. So crazy how your goals will change like in less than a month. But that goal got met, so I'm very happy about that. Love to see that. I think you guys have seen some of my daily pages already, but this is basically what they look like. I was just, you know, just breaking stuff down, just practicing some hand lettering. I was really proud of that one because it came out so good. But yeah, I was like practicing more hand lettering over here. I randomly wrote in some things about Kawasaki disease, but I didn't finish it because I didn't write in like the nurse interventions or anything like that. So, but I found that to be interesting. Some more of that, and then we get into me not really using the book anymore. So I just kind of wrote some like random things in here, and then if you can just like, I'm just gonna be straight honest with you guys. Look, there's nothing. Nada. Zilch for the rest of January and up until like recently. And basically what I'm gonna do with the pages that I didn't use is I'm kind of just gonna, you know, randomly write some things, continue to practice hand lettering, maybe do some mandalas and some Zentangles. I kind of am interested in getting that started. But like now going forward, what I want to do is kind of just track what I'm doing that day, like how I'm feeling, like maybe do some like daily prayers. I'm doing like a 30-day prayer challenge, so maybe tracking some of that in these days. But for the most part, as far as like planning in my daily pages, it's not really gonna happen. I don't need daily pages. Something that I was thinking about doing though, and I think is really gonna happen, is I want to get a personal compact Filofax, because the ring mechanism I believe is 13 millimeters, which is smaller than the rings on a pocket size. So really tight space. But that's because I don't need, I feel like what's happened is I'll get like planners with like 25 milliliter rings, and I'll feel the need to stuff them to the brim with paper, and then I get overwhelmed with all the real estate that I have that I'm not even using. So I think a personal compact would do just fine, and I want to get undated planner pages from Filofax as well. I like the configuration and the setup that they have of them, and that will probably be what I will use in conjunction with this planner once this becomes phased out, and then it'll probably be what I use once this planner is done for the year. So that's everything. When I get that, I will definitely upload a new video and show it to you guys. They have it in this beautiful Saffiano leather and this gorgeous periwinkle blue. Losing my mind over it. Can't wait to get my hands on it. So hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.